Beyond all, there is no culture that does not speak of these invisible worlds. This is a universal occult knowledge that, during dark periods of history, was fiercely questioned, though never lost. History is filled with examples of thinkers punished for seeing beyond the visible. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, was sentenced to death in 399 BC for impiety and corrupting the youth. In reality, the charge stemmed from his questioning of traditional gods and his reference to his daemonian, an inner supernatural voice that guided him. This voice, interpreted by many as contact with a higher dimension or spiritual truth, was seen as a threat to the social order of Athens. During the Renaissance and the Counter-Reformation, persecution intensified. The Italian philosopher Giordano Bruno was burned at the stake in 1600, not only for religious heresy, but because he argued that the universe is infinite and filled with infinite worlds, an idea that shattered the Church's geocentric and anthropocentric worldview. Galileo Galilei was forced to recant his claim that the Earth moves around the Sun, a theory we now take for granted, but was then seen as a threat to the cosmic order. Even Nicholas Copernicus hesitated to publish his work until his death, fearing persecution. In England, John Dee, one of the greatest mathematicians and astronomers of Queen Elizabeth I, was simultaneously a mystic who communicated with angels and studied the hidden dimensions of reality. Despite his scientific reputation, he was accused of witchcraft and forced to live in exile, illustrating how the line between science and occultism was blurred and dangerous at the time. The difference with our current era is fundamental. Back then, truth was one-dimensional and controlled by religion and political power. Every question about the existence of other worlds was seen as a threat to social cohesion and divine order. Today, we live in an age where science, instead of denying the mystery, explores it. Quantum physics, cosmology, and neuroscience no longer tell us this is impossible, but rather this is far more complex than we imagined. Where persecution once aimed at silence and fear, today the search for truth is conducted through experimental proof and open dialogue. Socrates, Bruno, and their contemporaries were the prophets who paid the price to clear the path. Today, science is beginning to validate aspects that occultism has held for thousands of years, transforming heretical fantasy into a serious field of research.